Good evening, class. I'm McGrady. I'm a finance and economics major. A big topic of mine this semester was the unemployment rate. For many, this is a heavy topic, especially those who have been affected by it. Of the people I surveyed, 4 of you gave me feedback that it heavily affected you, and you had to make drastic changes in your lives. And is there anyone here who would raise your hand if you think unemployment can be a good thing? All right, nobody. All right. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about the general unemployment statistics, the unemployment types, how jobs have been shifting to a particular sector, and a particular example I have of positive unemployment. Of the 13 people I surveyed, 3 agreed that employment was doing well. I was shocked by that number. I thought I was going to get more that agreed. But then I looked and saw that 7 were neutral, so maybe you guys just don't know about it or don't care. After the recession, it was almost up to 10%, and as you can see from the chart from Bureau of Labor Statistics, it has decreased steadily down to where we are at now at 4.1%. That is below the general average. It usually fluctuates from 5 to 6%. So it's actually been doing well. You might ask why not 0%, and we'll get into that shortly. There are 3 main types of unemployment. There's cyclical, which is caused by a weak economy or recession. I have a quote from .co.com. It's, when GDP growth is small, unemployment is high. What that means is with low economic output, we may enter a recession. And in a recession, people lose jobs. The other 2 are frictional and structural. For frictional unemployment, it's while searching or moving jobs. This could be someone out of college who hasn't found a job yet and is searching for one, or someone who's gotten fired and is looking for a new job. And structural is unemployment caused by what they call a skills gap. It's when you don't have the skills required for the jobs that are available. And as we talked about, cyclical unemployment, it can be managed. It's easier said than done to stay out of a recession, but it can be managed. There are negative frictional unemployment, which can be limited. That would be such as a student looking for a job, like we talked about, and not finding one in time. But there's also positive, which can be someone who's stuck in a low salary job, and they think they could do better, or someone stuck in a job that they despise. And I say, you might as well go find something you enjoy because you're going to be doing it the rest of your life. I would consider that to be positive. And structural will also occur. We'll get into that much more later. And it will never reach 0%, as I stated here, because people are always going to be changing. It's all opinionated. With the length of unemployment, I consider that to be the most important aspect, because there are many people around here that cannot live without their pay. And as I got off of ycharts.com, the median length of unemployment was 14 weeks in 2014. And the median has gone down to just above 9 weeks now, which is really good progress. I'd like to see it a little bit lower, but that's not bad. Of those surveyed, 6 have dealt with unemployment, and 3 of those lasted for a year or more, which is very concerning to me, and hopefully they can end up finding one. Ooh, that's good. Oh, okay. I got this chart off of the Macroeconomics 9th edition book by Gregory Mankiw. It is showing that services was at 58%, it's gone up to almost 80% now. On my survey, only 1 person got this correct, everyone else guessed lower. This is due to technological advancements. With a big example of that would be manufacturing. If you worked manufacturing, now there's robots and stuff taking that job from you, and you're going to have to find jobs elsewhere, and services has benefited from that. I have a personal unemployment experience with my father. My family was poor. They grew up in like a rundown area, and they couldn't afford general items such as like diapers for my older brothers and whatnot. I was late to the party. My brothers are 14 years older than me, so I missed out on the big effects. But he lost his job as a manufacturer. He used to work at a Gatorade plant, and it was due to structural employment. He was no longer needed. He They survived off unemployment insurance, which is pay being laid off. And he managed to find public job training programs that were rather inexpensive, so he was able to afford them, and he managed to find a job as a mechanic half a year later for a lipstick packaging company. And he was actually like repairing and maintaining the machines that took his job, which is kind of ironic. And he worked his way up, and he's now the boss of his company, and it's just crazy how it's changed my whole family's lives due to him getting laid off from a job that he probably would have stuck with his whole life and been content with just making it by. Unemployment is a horrid experience for many, and we should always look to lower the unemployment rate. However, as I went over today, it can be beneficial to those who make it through the tough times. Thank you.